In the ever-evolving world of social media, a new app has emerged, offering itself as a potential replacement for Twitter. With Elon Musk's controversial influence and a series of unpopular changes, the stability of text-based platforms has been shaken. This has ignited fierce competition among contenders eyeing Twitter's coveted position. In the midst of all this commotion, Mark Zuckerberg has introduced his own app called Threads. So, just how good is this app? And can it be the end of Twitter's dominance? Let's find out. On July 5, Meta, the powerhouse behind Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp, unleashed Threads, a conversation-focused app that bears an uncanny resemblance to Twitter. Supported by Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg, Threads came out of the blues, but it couldn't have come at a better time. News about the app first surfaced in March 2023. Unsurprisingly, Threads gained a remarkable 30 million users within 24 hours. But the burning question remains, and tech enthusiasts have dubbed this standalone platform the Twitter killer, as many are of the opinion that it will topple Elon Musk's beloved app and take its place entirely. The arrival of Threads doesn't just intensify the competition in the social media arena, it also fuels the long-standing rivalry between Zuckerberg and Musk. These two tech titans have been engaged in a feud for nearly 7 years, clashing on subjects ranging from artificial intelligence to rockets. In fact, their recent sparring has even escalated to the point where they jokingly talked about settling their billionaire battle in a cage match. Let's start with the basics. What makes Threads similar to Twitter? Meta is positioning Threads as a fresh platform for real-time, public conversations. Although it's closely linked to Instagram, which means you need an Instagram account to join, the user interface bears a striking resemblance to Twitter. You'll find familiar buttons to like, repost, reply to, or quote a thread. Each post displays the number of likes and replies it has received. Users can have either public or private accounts. When it comes to functionality, Threads focuses on simplicity rather than flashy new features. Interestingly, it's precisely the simplicity that seems to be drawing people to Threads in large numbers. Now, before we tackle the burning question, let's talk about Threads signups. How many users does the Threads app have? Based on those nifty badges appearing on Instagram profiles, indicating when someone joined Threads, 30 million users signed up within 24 hours and there are now a mind-blowing 97 million accounts on the app. Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Meta, couldn't contain his amazement, sharing that the number of signups exceeded their wildest expectations. Just for comparison, ChatGPT reached 100 million users in 2 months, TikTok achieved it in 9 months, and Instagram took 2.5 years. The beauty of it all is the seamless connection between Instagram and Threads. This means the 1.6 billion Instagram users outside the EU can easily sign up for Threads and jump right into an active community from the get-go. What would it take for the new app to truly beat out Twitter? Threads is up against some modern challenges that early Twitter didn't have to deal with, One big issue is the growing concerns about data privacy, which have actually stopped the app from launching in the European Union. It's making headlines in the US too. And let's talk about the app's financial stability. Meta, the parent company, has had to lay off a lot of employees due to the tech industry slowing down. On top of that, Mark Zuckerberg himself is investing billions in his virtual reality project called the Metaverse. Right now, Threads doesn't show ads, but Zuckerberg mentioned that they'll switch to monetization once the platform is running smoothly and has, like, a clear path to 1 billion users. Oh, and don't forget the crowded market share. There's a whole bunch of apps trying to take over from Twitter. Threads is aiming to work within the Diverse, which is a bunch of interconnected apps with similar communication rules. That could be attractive to creators and people who don't want to start all over on a new platform. But here's the thing, the real make or break factor for Threads might be something they can't control, whether users embrace it and make it a part of the culture they're craving. So, can Threads replace Twitter's role as the public square? Many people have reported that after trying out Threads for a few days, it's a whole different ballgame from Twitter. But here's the thing, Threads has the potential to be a sleeker version of Twitter. It's got less drama and more professionalism, and it could even steal some ad revenue away from Musk's struggling platform. The big difference is the decrease in arguments and hostility that you often find on Twitter. Threads aren't as plagued by issues like racism or transphobia. Zuckerberg made sure to create a friendly environment, setting it apart from Twitter's problems. But here's where it gets interesting. People are still figuring out why they're using Threads. You've got Instagram users who suddenly have a huge following on a text-based app, social media managers trying to stay relevant, and folks who just want a break from Twitter's toxicity. Each group has different expectations, and they're all wondering if Threads is the answer. However, Threads falls short in terms of being as up-to-the-minute as Twitter. The news feed only gives you a summary of recent posts, not the real-time updates you get on Twitter. Plus, there's no text search function yet, so it's like a mix of Twitter and Instagram, focusing more on fun content than deep political debates. Threads definitely has its own unique features, but there's still a wide gap to fill. It needs to fully meet the diverse needs of its users to truly become the public square it aspires to be. Meanwhile, things are getting pretty intense between Twitter and Meta, the parent company behind Threads. Twitter is not happy about Threads, calling it a copycat application, and they're even threatening legal action. They claim that Meta poached their former employees to create it. In a letter to Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg, Twitter's lawyer accused Meta of unlawfully using their trade secrets and other confidential information. Twitter means business and wants Meta to stop using any of their secrets right away. This feud between the two giants shows just how serious the competition is in the social media world. It's definitely heating up. What are your thoughts? Do you think Thread could be the end of Twitter? Let's know in the comments. Thanks for watching.